Salsa Fresca limited flavor chips with the always lovely Slurpee deck in orange red. I think it's a nice combo. Really encapsulates the late night snack feel. Anyway, I hope your day has been well and you're ready to relax, play some solitaire, and just have a nice, good old time. So let's deal out our first game and then crack or open up these chips. Now I know for myself I would never get these on my own, but I thought, you know what? Let's do these chips in a snacks video, and maybe if they're good, one of you out there who's on the fence will give it a try. But just judging a book by its cover, Salsa Lays sounds as good as chocolate and tuna, in my opinion. Could it work? Maybe. Will it? Probably not. Do you want to try it? Not particularly, but let's give it a shot. It reminds me of sun chips. Tomato, zesty, rich, and crunchy. Interesting description. Alright, the bag is now open. Our tray is out. Smells like potato chips. And not much else. Okay. Let's try our first one. Looks kinda good. Interesting. I'm not quite sure what I just tasted, but I'm not upset about it. Let's go in for another after we finish our plays at the top. Let's go for a very seasoned one. Oh wow. Okay. A lot of tomato in there, and what tastes like a little bit of basil. No real spice. Mainly a sweet flavor. But maybe that's just the sample we got. Let's go in for another after we finish up making our plays. And we're having a good one to start. Oh, wait a second. All four kings on the field. Our first fat stack. Yeah, it's still very sweet. I'll give it like 5 more chips before making any type of judgment to give it the best possible chance. Our fourth ace, and satisfying. No flavor. Fat stack number 2. Nowhere for that 8, 7, 9, or 7. Let's see if we can fight to stay alive in game number 1. And it looks like that's it. That 3 cuts off any play. No cards to move here. No 4 to place. Kind of surprising with starting with double fat stacks. 3 cards left. Makes sense that they're low. Let's move on to game number 2. Okay, I think I got the flavor now. So, it has a very strong, sweet tomato taste. Obviously, it's salsa. I guess there's a little bit of spice. It feels like my tongue's trying to taste it, but it's not registering. If you did not know what they were, you would think that tastes like a farmer's market. But my best description is this. Think about San Francisco. Even if you've never been, you could probably get the same idea. Picture the foggy pier where lots of fresh baked breads, soups are made, kind of like an all year round farmer's market. Now imagine the level of fresh ingredients on that farmer's market, and you order like a tomato bisque soup, or you know what, just a creamy tomato soup. Wow, triple kings and triple tens. It's gonna be a tough one. It tastes as if the ingredients were left with probably 15 other ingredients in an area that's very moist, where all of the aromas can then blend together and somewhat marinate. And there's this weird taste in every food that you have that's somewhat the same, but you can't exactly place. That's what these Lays taste like. That unknown taste that is in a lot of familiar foods. And just for that, it's gonna get a 6. Nothing too special. Nothing great. They're really trying here, and they're not gonna stay around for long. That's my bet. I mean, if you like sweet-ish type tomatoes, give it a shot. And you have to really, really like them. But if not, don't bother. They're just gonna be lost to time, as there's nowhere for that 7, jack, 5, king, or 6. Triple kings and triple tens bit us in the butt for this one. Let's see which cards were left unturned and see if we have any negative stats. Triple 8s, triple 9s, quadruple 8s, added to the negative stats. My goodness. There it is. When you get a potato chip, typically you want it to be savory. And if it's not savory, like you want it with a sandwich typically, then you'll settle for like barbecue, like a distinctive sweetness but with some smokiness. Maybe some vinegar type, but I think most of us think salt when we hear potato chips. But they give you a sweet taste with not much behind it. And I think that's their shortcoming. It's sweet, followed by some sort of green seasoning that just doesn't make sense. And that's where they fall short. And now I really want to try ketchup Lay's, but they don't sell those around me. If any of you are willing to send me some, let me know. That'd be pretty cool. And what would that be called? An international snacks in Solitaire. Anyway, game number 3. And now we have quite a few 8s on the field in this one. How back and forth this game can be. Still, none of them have been good. They have all been different. And just because it's different does not make it good. And these are an excellent example of that. Of course, a couple people might like these, but they might like them just because they are different. And that's not a good reason to like something. Alright, but anyway, looks like we might have gotten ourselves a second chance until that red 8 showed its ugly little head. Third fat stack of the night. But who knows? Maybe we still have some fight. Dang it. Just the cards we don't need. And I think that's it. Nowhere for that 6, 5, or 3. On to our 4th game of the night. disappointed to see that they were on the shelves, like within the past month. So that means enough people thought these are good and they're gonna stick around. If you haven't had them before, give them a try. They're quite weird, quite good, but maybe you should stay away because I think there might be quite a bit of MSG in there to get you hooked. And our third play. Did we really just lose right now? I think we did. Now that's kind of weird. Red, 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 red. All face cards. Yet we hit black face cards and red face cards. We can't do anything with King, Queen, Jack, 4, 8, and a 3. Nowhere to go. On to our final game of the night. Let's see how we wrap things up in this Snacks and Solitaire episode. Triple twos added to the negative stats. Triple fives. And that is it. Wow. Those were some thick and crunchy lays. Right, one more shuffle, then our final game of the night. Here we go. Looks promising already, despite the triple kings. We just need to put them down, and that could be very rewarding or very punishing. And another king already in the hand. But on the flip side, we have triple aces as well. So what's gonna give first? The kings or the aces? Let's hope the kings give first, so we can keep going. something we can move. A 2 not yet able. There's a chance though, and that's all that matters. Uh-oh, we don't have a red jack or the ace of diamonds. And with that, I think we might be done. Unless there is some magic in our hands. But the more we move, the less likely that seems. Here we go. And it looks like that's it, my friend. Almost turned it around. But the triple kings, the aces, gave in first. Nowhere for that king, 6 or 9. Only able to place that 2. And that's it, my friend. Tough night. We did get some fat stacks, but you know what? I still enjoyed myself, and I hope you did too. For the final time, let's see what was left unturned. Show us the triple jacks added to our negative stats. And with that, we are done. Please have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night. Many sweet dreams. Another step closer to 1,000. See you on the next one, my friend.